I'm George Strong. I've been on the Principal Foundation board for approximately 20 years. I've talked to a lot of people about the idea of benevolence and the need for us to give in support of each other, and the need for those who have that need for financial assistance not to feel guilty or embarrassed because of that, but to realize that in the human realm, the desire to give is really important. It really is. When we look at Christianity, it's a fundamental aspect of Christianity. In Matthew 25, Jesus talks about the end of the world, that parable there where he's talking about dividing sheep from goats. And what he recommends for life in the kingdom of heaven is simply helping each other. Feed people who are hungry, clothe them if they're naked, give them drink if they're thirsty, visit them if they're sick or in prison. Just simply help them. And to me, the term benevolence really means, from the Latin, goodwill or good wishes, or wanting good for other people. That's all it is. And so to me, it's a fundamental aspect both of Christ's teachings and, as he was putting it, it's a fundamental aspect of the kingdom of heaven. We help each other. And if we do that, then clearly helping someone is the right thing to do as a Christian. And if helping someone is the right thing to do, then receiving help must be the right thing to do also. Ultimately, giving and receiving have to be basically the same thing. Because you can't, it's like the father and child, or father, mother, and child. You can't, if there is no child, there is no father, mother. If there is a child, there must be a father, mother. And to me, that's the same with benevolence. If there's no receiving, then how could there possibly be giving? When we are willing to help and be helped, divine aid is near. A lot of people say, yeah, I'm willing to help, but they're embarrassed of having to receive help. And Mrs. Eddy makes it very clear that it's when we're willing to help and be helped that we have God's actual presence with us. The idea Mrs. Eddy shares of whatever blesses one blesses all is fundamental to benevolence. And as I've been thinking about that more, it's just interesting to see how, reading the Bible and Mrs. Eddy's writings, how often the things I read, which didn't seem before to me to have anything to do with benevolence, now seem very clearly to. And I was thinking this morning, actually, about Jesus' statement, "My Father worketh hitherto, and I work." And I thought about that in light of the fact that I pray all the time to know, how does God care for man? If my Father works to care for his children, then that's what I do. I receive his care and I reflect his care on others. So just the more I learn of Christianity and the more I learn of the scientific nature of reflection, the more clear it is that benevolence is just part of our lives. It's not something, ultimately, it's not something we should be choosing to do or not do. It's just who we are.